fun friends, this is Janet Photography Makes, and today I'm coming on to show my final book for Michelle's Mixed Media hashtag handmade book collab. Today is April 24th, and I am really excited to share this project. I put a lot of time into this. It's actually kind of special to me because it's photographs of my photographs of my garden from last year. So I've created a journal to document them. And it gives me space for writing and whether I like the flowers or want to add more or whatnot. So I'm excited to share what I have made. So to start off, I used a couple digital kits from Rubyandpearlxo, and she also had shared a tutorial on how to make a journal like this. It's a no-sew journal. It binds in the middle with 2 punched holes. And it's super simple, and it wasn't intimidating to me, so I was like, oh, okay, I can do that. So that's where the whole idea had started. So let's take a look. So this is my cover. I used Dollar Tree's brown vinyl for my outside cover. You saw my little charm tutorial. You also saw me make these blue flowers on another tutorial, and I had just kind of combined them all. I used texture paste, this stuff here, and a stencil to make some texture on my cover. I added some seam binding, and that's from my scrap cabin. And then I added some little beads to the bottom of my journal. That's where the center is. I stitched the cover with my sewing machine, front and back. I also added a piece of elastic from Dollar Tree. So that's my closure. And a little button, also from a Dollar Tree mix, actually. I did coffee dye all of the papers that are in here. And I don't know what else I have to say. I think that's good. So let me show you the insides. So this is from Rubyandpearlxo, and I don't know if you can see this, but this is a gorgeous embossing folder from Lisa Horton. This is actually my favorite page out of the whole book. But I'll do a little flip through and kind of talk about it a little bit. This is one of my favorite flowers in my backyard. This is a clematis. And then on the other side, I had made some little pull-out journaling cards. So they're all just a little different. And some of them I stamped on the back, some of them I didn't. But it's an envelope that I cut in half to make a little pocket. And then I put a little printable on the top. I added some texture paste for detail here. Okay. This is my peony, my backyard. I added this little tab and some cotton twine so you can swing it open. And then this is a bouquet I had made. And I did some stamping on the bottom. And I used this Tim Holtz Ideology metallic sticker book to add some stickers, or well, yeah, stickers and like words to the sides of my photographs. So also a piece of wax paper, some coffee stained doily, pretty vellum, and then I stamped this little page with some birds, and I wrote some haikus on here. I guess I'll share them with you because they're kind of fun. So the first one is, after the slumber, the birds awaken in song, singing to the sun. The next one is, a frozen ground melts, revealing soft pastels, smells of a new spring. And then this last one is, magnolia tree, pretty pink blossoms blooming, what a sight to see. And actually I want to add a picture of my magnolia tree in the summer or spring because it's absolutely gorgeous. That picture did not make it to my printouts, I guess, when I had printed a bunch of these, but I will. So I also did some embossing folders, like the first page. I also did some random embossing folders throughout. And this was all before I bound my book. But I made some more journaling cards. This is a vintage postcard. Another little fake printable of an order sheet for seeds and bulbs. I added some torn pages and words, some stamping. This is a little flip out. So this actually is a stamp by Elizabeth Craft, and it's a Journal Essentials in My Garden. This is a great stamp set. If you're into gardening and making seed packets and stuff, I would highly suggest this. So yeah, that's one of the stamp sets I used. I also used this little one by Prima. This one is called Stationery's Desk. Yeah, that's what it looks like. That's the item number if you're interested. And then I found this one, which I've added here and there. This one's Hero or Hampton Arts. And does it have a name? I guess it doesn't have a name. But I bought it at Hobby Lobby. This is the item number if you're interested. Okay, and like this one, I did a crisscross pocket, and I added I think these are dianthus, and then here's a bouquet. So I made this like a little bookmark, but it's just a picture, and then you can add anything you want into these pockets, and then cotton twine at the top. This is my cone flower, and then I did a flip up, a little coffee stain, because I thought that was fun. This page was really fun to make. So this one I did 3 individual pictures. These are Super Bells, and they're absolutely stunning. But I put them on a brad so you can swish them across to see all the pictures. I put Beautiful Day up here. So these are my containers. Something I love doing in the summertime, adding some, annuals. And then I did a little pull outside where I used this little tiny clip from Tim Holtz. And then these are just little note cards. And these are pictures of my marigolds, which I also love to purchase because they add a bit of color, and they keep away bugs, and they're just interesting. I find them interesting anyways. This is my Sedum page, and no, mushrooms have nothing to do with sedums. I just happen to like the way they look together color-wise, so there's beauty and simplicity. And then this page was embossed. And then I made a pocket here. So this is the tag of how to keep them and what their needs are. And I do have more of those, but I can't find. I had made a journal last year, just a simple one. If I find it, I'll add more to this. But this is my rose page. This is my happy place. Oh, I love doing this in the summer. So this is my climbing rose that I purchased last year. And then this is my David Austin rose that I also purchased last year. And despite its beauty, it really was kind of a pain. It got a lot of bugs and beetles and things last year, so I have to be a little more proactive this year. So, but it's awfully gorgeous, isn't it? So, yeah. Okay, and then I have some hydrangeas, and they're fairly new, so they're a bit small, but they still bloom very beautifully. So this is like the earliest bloom, and then they blossom into this. And then I made a little tuck spot for the information card. So that's that, and it's hidden behind the first photo. And then I also used, besides the coffee stain paper, I also used some like kids like gray paper. So these are my Shasta daisies. Oh, and I stamped all these out using this stamp set from Michaels. It's a little snap. Is it got a name here? Yeah, it's called Clickable Stamp Set. This has been awesome, actually, because there's all the alphabet. Here's the rest of it. I'll get to these in a minute, but they all snap together, and you can create whatever words you want. So actually this particular set was extremely helpful. But that's how I got my names of my plants in here. So this is a pretty page. Alright, and then I have a couple blank pages, and then here's my center. So basically this setup is you punch holes on either end and you string it, and then you tie it, and then like I said, I added some beads to my centerpiece. And they hang just a little bit. Okay, next one is the alliums. Alliums, that's a weird word to say. And this, I created a little pull-out. So these are little journaling cards. But I love them. They look vintagey and beautiful. So I just wrapped a piece of seam binding around the edge to make it like a pole. But this is also half of an envelope that I did coffee stain. And then this is the last page for now. And I can't think of what these are called at the moment, but they do vine, and they're very, very pretty in the summertime. And then I created these little seed packets. So this one I actually did decorate the front, and then I added these little seed packets. These are little photographs of the seeds that I bought last year and planted. And I used them as page markers, but I thought they would be cute as like little tiny note cards. And then 2 more note cards here. And a little pocket. And embossing in the back. Let's get this right here. Oh, and this little seed packet was actually a die from Gina Marie Designs. And this is what it looks like. And it's a great size, and it's cool because it just glues on 2 sides and folds over. So... Oh, and I also used Tim Holtz ephemera in random places. I think you noticed that throughout. And I also did make extra seed packets for gluing on like another page, probably like adhering onto a page and making it like a pocket. But I think that's... Oh, I got one more photo in here. It's way back here. These are my sunflowers that are by my shed. And then I just made this a flip out. So I can do journaling here, or I can put another photograph or whatever I decide to do with that. But yeah, so that is my journal. This is some of my coffee stain papers. This is my back cover. And this is the elastic that I stitched in. I did add some corner protectors. I got those off Amazon. I left some of the strings from the sewing because I just thought it was kind of fun. I used a bulb pin to connect my my charm. And I think I hope that's everything. I really enjoyed making this. Thank you so much, Michelle, for doing this little collab. I had so much fun, and I'm looking forward to seeing what everybody else had made. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.